ticket. Being in the music business, traveling, working late, doesn't do great things for my routine. But I found that staying active and making time to work out helps keep my energy where it needs to be to perform my best. No matter what you do or where you are, make time to stay in shape. You'll feel better and have the energy you need to accomplish your goals. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong. Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, and manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
It's Red Eye Radio. He's here calling on Gary McNamara, 866-90 Red Eye. We're just discussing, whether the CIA knows that Putin is a lot sicker. Those stories have come out over the last couple of months,
right?
Than is publicly known and may be forced to step down, or because of that the weakness, if there's a possible coup in the works, and that's why it was sent Biden over. I mean, that would look great if Biden was over there. Then there was a coup at that point.
Well, that's it, because it would be hard for me to believe that while Biden is on the ground in Kyiv, that it didn't get back to the Kremlin, that he's there. So what gave them confidence, enough confidence for him to visit Kyiv? Do they have information that shows that the days are numbered and it could be just weeks, maybe, before Russia's efforts against Ukraine are over, or that everything is imploding inside the Kremlin? Do they have that kind of information that gave them that kind of confidence to put the president in Kyiv? Just asking questions.
Top of the Hour News is brought to you by House Products. Visit houseproducts.com.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Listen to Red Eye Radio wherever you are with the Red Eye Radio app. Available on Android and iPhone. Download it now from the App Store or by visiting us at rediradioshow.com.
Eric and Gary, for the best-selling Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier, it uses proven oxy technology, quickly destroys odors. You'll love it. I love it. In fact, with over 265,000 already sold and countless 5-star reviews, I know you're going to love yours. Gary, I know you love yours.
Oh, yeah. It's a powerful thunderstorm, Eric, and it sends out O3 molecules which seek out and destroy odors. These molecules even go behind and under furniture. Nothing can hide from the thunderstorm. Best of all, no filters to buy over and over again, and it saves you money.
Right now, you can save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. You get 3 units for under $200. Go to EdenPureDeals.com, put in our discount code REDEYE, and save $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com, discount code REDEYE. Shipping is free.
Tired of chasing the spot market and high fuel prices? Bring stability to your business with Mercer Transportation. They offer fuel discounts, fast pay after every load, plenty of freight with over 3,100 customers and over 500,000 loads per year. No company trucks to compete with, and discounts on tires, insurance, and other services. Pick your own loads or let their load coordinators help you find the right freight for your truck. Visit mercertown.com today for more details. That's mercertown.com.
If you're a trucking industry professional, then you need to stay on top of changing regulations, equipment upgrades, and technology advancements. Fleet Owner Magazine gives you all of this and more. Written for fleet executives and managers, Fleet Owner gives you the business intelligence on operations, vehicle maintenance, regulations, and information technology you need to stay ahead. But that's not all. With its monthly print publication, daily and weekly email newsletters, and a website updated several times a day, Fleet Owner has all the latest news and information delivered to you when you want it and where you want it. From industry experts to award-winning writers and columnists, Fleet Owner is the #1 source for trucking information in North America. Remember to visit fleetowner.com every day for the latest industry news. You can also sign up to receive Newsline, their free email newsletter, and subscribe to Fleet Owner magazine. Visit fleetowner.com. Fleet Owner, for news you can use.
The St. Christopher Truckers Fleet Month all over the road, asking city holders to join our slow day cessation program, Rigs Without SIGs. Participants receive tools to assist in quitting, along with support and accountability from the program manager and others in the program. Incentive packages are offered by the Road Pro family of brands for all who stop using tobacco through the Rigs Without SIGs program. Go to truckersfund.org under the Health and Wellness tab and sign up for Rigs Without SIGs.
News Radio 1440 WLWI-AM, the home of Sean Hannity. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama. A Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Paul Gauguin Cruises.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A huge winter storm is set to wallop the country from coast to coast.
Our ask to all residents is that you prepare now.
At St. Paul, Minnesota Mayor Meldon Carter putting out the word the Twin Cities could get more than 2 feet of snow. Meteorologist Craig Allen with our affiliate WCBS.
This snow is going to be accompanied by 20 to 40 mile per hour winds, temperatures that will be down in the teens and single digits, and visibilities that will be reduced to near zero with complete whiteout conditions at times for the next day or two.
Hundreds of flights in the U.S. have already been canceled or delayed today. President Biden meets with Russia's NATO neighbors today as he wraps up a 3-day trip marking the 1-year anniversary of the war in Ukraine. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy is in Warsaw.
President Biden meets today with a group of leaders from eastern flank NATO countries that call themselves the Bucharest Nine. They are right at Putin's doorstep. Mr. Biden aims to reassure them that America's commitment to the alliance's mutual defense pledge is rock solid.
The U.S. has pronounced a Russian ballistic missile test that coincided with Mr. Biden's visit to Ukraine Monday a failure. Pentagon correspondent David Martin.
The U.S. official said it is unlikely the timing was deliberate. Russia had followed the requirements of the START nuclear arms treaty and notified the U.S. at least 24 hours in advance. Russia was not notified of the president's trip to Kyiv until just a few hours before he entered Ukraine.
People in Southern Virginia have elected that state's first black congresswoman. Jennifer McClellan will fill the seat left open by fellow Democrat Donald McEachin, who died after the November election.
I look forward to taking my 18 years of servant leadership to Washington.
A couple of rock and roll giants want to give fans some satisfaction with new music.
I'm Vicky Barker in London. In 1967, the last significant collaboration between the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Paul McCartney and John Lennon sang backup on the Stones track We Love You. That year, Rolling Stone Brian Jones also played saxophone on the Beatles' spoof single, You Know My Name. Now, showbiz website Variety is reporting Ringo and Paul have already recorded their parts for an as-yet unnamed forthcoming Stones project.
Venice, famous gondolas are stuck in the mud. Low tides, a high-pressure system, the full moon, and sea currents have robbed the city of water, exposing transportation problems for ambulances, taxis, deliveries, and tourists who've been more concerned with too much water over the past couple of years. Dow futures down 21. This is CBS News.
CBS News is brought to you by Paul Gauguin Cruises, artfully authentic, all-inclusive year-round cruising to Tahiti and the South Pacific. Visit pgcruises.com today.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If your goal is making lots of money, think Ivy.
More than 1/3 of the wealthiest people in the U.S. attended one of just 8 elite universities. That's according to a new study from the wealth consultancy Henley and Partners. As for those whose net worth is greater than $100 million, about 35% of them attended either Harvard, MIT, Stanford, the University of Pennsylvania, Columbia, Yale, Cornell, or Princeton. Graduates of Ivy League colleges tend to earn considerably more than other college grads a decade after entering the workforce, raking at about $125,000 annually versus $82,000 for other bachelor's degree holders. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Heinz wants to show its appreciation to a man who survived almost a month at sea by eating nothing but ketchup, garlic powder, and seasoning cubes. Companies celebrated a Dominican sailor, Elvis Francois, by helping him buy a new state-of-the-art boat. They want to anyway. They can't find it. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hey folks, this is Major Delay. Not too long ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
I love you.
Free Upside app now. Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BEST for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BEST for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BEST for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Lowe's always has more ways for you to save. On top of our everyday low prices, pros can save big when buying in bulk. Or if your purchase is over $1,500, ask about our volume savings program. A pro associate can provide a customized quote. Ask about our volume savings programs today. It always pays to be a pro at Lowe's. While supplies last, minimum purchase required. Selection varies by location. Lowe's reserves the right to limit quantities. Volume discount pricing quotes are valid up to 7 days. Visit your local pro desk to learn more and start saving. Offers subject to change may not be available in all Lowe's stores.
Attention. Per the current government mandate, U.S.-based insurers are now required to cover at-home COVID testing kits with no out-of-pocket fees to you. If you have a current insurance plan, you are eligible to receive up to 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to you each month absolutely free, as long as the government mandate is in effect. Just visit testkitforfree.com to register now from the comfort of your own home. That's testkitforfree.com to receive your tests shipped to you at no cost. Go to testkitforfree.com today. Paid for by T Hero Health.
Trust
trustworthy, consistent, reliable, the best at what they do. This is what customers are saying about Janny King, the king of clean. From office buildings to schools, healthcare facilities, and stadiums, our local franchise owners provide the same quality clean at every level. Let us put our 35 years of experience to work for you. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JANIKING Cleans.com. Franchise opportunities also available at JannyKingCleans.com.
I stopped smoking with Mark Patrick's hypnosis when nothing else worked. 1 year later, my wife Michelle and I attended the Mark Patrick Weight Loss Hypnosis Seminar. In 2 months, lost 43 pounds, and she lost 18 pounds. And we feel great.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking for only $49.99 guaranteed. Seminar Sunday, February 26th at the Hilton Garden Inn, Montgomery, East in Montgomery. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres.
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Window World River Region. Increase home value and decrease energy bills with windows, siding, doors, and more from your locally owned Window World. All products made in the USA with convenient financing options and the industry's strongest lifetime limited warranty. Search Window World River Region today.
Mild start to our day will give way to a warm and windy Wednesday. Temperatures will top out into the 80s with weeks of sun and clouds. Tonight we'll see lows in the 60s. Remaining warm on Thursday with isolated rain chances. Highs will be in the 80s, lows in the 60s. 70s for highs Friday through the weekend. Lows will remain on either side of 60 degrees. Rain chances stay limited to start the weekend, but we're looking at an increase in rain chances by the time we start next week. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Auburn, and Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Mini-term B classes start March 7th at Trenton State. Registration's going on now. Scholarships are available. Call Trenton State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Good morning, I'm Jed Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Wednesday. Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed responded to a profanity-laced audio clip that was released over the weekend. The mayor says the clips were recorded 3 years ago and released now as part of an extortion attempt. He says Charles Lee, owner of That's My Child, is behind the release of those recordings. The mayor called Lee a liar and a hustler. Mayor Reed says he plans to file a complaint with the district attorney's office. Charles Lee continues to defend those tapes, saying they were edited down from an hour-and-a-half-long conversation. He says he never asked for money. Montgomery police confirm an arrest in a weekend homicide. 26-year-old Cedric Thomas Jr. was charged with capital murder. He was arrested in connection with the shooting death of Javante Crittenden Sunday morning on Longleaf Drive. The long pause on federal student loan payments is set to end later this year. Millions of former students will have to start making payments. Those payments will start now, back up in August. That's your news on this Wednesday morning. I'm Jed Davis in the newsroom.
Another Guardian Credit Union story.
Hey, are we trimming the same as usual?
Yeah.
How's your baby girl doing?
She's great, but with 3 kids, we really need more space.
You should check out Guardian Credit Union. We got a home equity line of credit.
The sun in the eyes so bright, all
Yeah, my mom got a Guardian home loan to buy her house. They refinanced too.
Thanks. I'll check them out.
Connect with Guardian for all your lending needs.
I'm Martin Hope, the inventor of Navage. I love Navage. I told you about how your nose is the body's air filter. But Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. And that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one.
I use Navage every night. Could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better. Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
The new year's in motion, but are you? Is pain keeping you from living the life you love? The Good Feet Store's arch supports are designed to improve performance and alleviate, even eliminate, your foot, knee, hip, or back pain. And backed by popular demand, the Good Feet Store is giving away a free pair of premium shoes with your qualified purchase. That's a $140 value. Stop into your local Good Feet store today. Try before you buy. You've got nothing to lose. Find your local store at goodfeet.com.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like saddling up and chasing down.
Look at that sweet moolah!
That big old cash cow.
Look at all that money!
File for free with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And here we go.
Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And it is time once again to be thankful for one more day on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or at least give you a new one to think about. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. It is February the 22nd, 2023. I think it is, yeah, 2023. It is, today's headline is Be Humble Day. Our scriptural insight today comes from Philippians 2, 1 through 11. And Philippians 2 and 8 says, He humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. Govern yourselves accordingly. Good morning to you. And again, it is February the 26th, 2023. It is a day that has never been. It is a day that shall never, ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, February the 22nd, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you've been here a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the mercy and grace of God Almighty, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, whatever we do, when we can, while we can, until we can't, reach back every once in a while and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two, we all do. But you're never a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never, ever give up. You never quit. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but a try. One thing for sure, you will fail at everything that you don't try. But never, ever give up. Because winners, while they may fail at a thing or two, they don't quit. And as long as you don't quit, you got a chance of winning. Don't ever give up. And no matter what happens to you this day, remember this. It is still a great day to be alive. Good morning, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine. Be humble day. That's our daily bread for this morning, February the 27th or the 22nd, 2023.
Welcome to Our Daily Bread. I'm Sheridan Boise, and I've titled our reading today, Be Humble Day. I'm often amused by the unofficial holidays people come up with. February alone has a sticky bun day, a sword swallower's day, even a dog biscuit appreciation day. Today has been labeled Be Humble Day. Universally recognized as a virtue, humility is certainly worth celebrating. But interestingly, this hasn't always been the case. Humility was considered a weakness, not a virtue, in the ancient world, which prized honor instead. Boasting about one's achievements was expected, and you sought to raise your status, never lower it. Humility meant inferiority, like a servant to a master. But all this changed, historians say, at Jesus' crucifixion. There, the one who was in very nature God gave up his divine status to become a servant and humbled himself to die for others. Such a praiseworthy act forced humility to be redefined. By the end of the first century, even secular writers were calling humility a virtue because of what Christ had done. Every time someone is praised for being humble today, the gospel is being subtly preached. For without Jesus, humility wouldn't be good, or a Be Humble Day even thinkable. Christ relinquished his status for us, revealing through all history the humble nature of God. Today's scripture reading is from Philippians chapter 2, verses 1 to 11. Therefore, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any common sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of one mind. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. And, being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. Therefore, God exalted him to the highest place, and gave him the name that is above every name, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow, in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue acknowledge that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father.
Let's pray together. Jesus, we praise you today for being the humble one who has forever changed the definition of the word humility. Lord, we want to humble ourselves today to you. It's our only fitting response. And then we want to be humble towards others. Would you empower us today by your gentle, humble spirit to be people who focus on others rather than ourselves, who listen to others rather than demand that we be heard, who are not arrogant or proud, but who are deeply humble, just like you. Oh Lord, we ask this in your powerful and precious and humble name. Amen. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
That means it's time to rise and shine, people. It's Wednesday. Time for PT. Okay, not yet, but it's coming. Hey, we only got one more day of PT, okay? I'm just saying. Down in the mess hall on my knees.
Down in the mess hall on my knees. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans.
Nothing to eat but a can of beans.
The bread was molded and the meat was bad.
The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. You know darn well that you can't eat that. Time to rise and shine.
Here we go. Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
And be rough and tough and born all the way. When I was young, I always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, knees in the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
All the way airborne, air.
I'm sorry, y'all gotta put up with this every day. Sorry about that. You'll get over it.
All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on. Early one morning in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go.
I lead with a chilling glow. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on, driving on, driving on. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on, driving on, driving on. Here we go.
Hey, it's tough being Montgomery's only paratrooper on the airways. Somebody got to do it. Airborne, all the way. All right, it's time for PT. Let's get this run on, and then let's get to the mess hall. Let's get some chow, and you know how this all works, right? Okay, somebody tell the cooks out there that I'm coming. Put some coffee and some biscuits. On we go.
Hard work,
Work, oh! Hard work, work. Everybody doing the right. Hard work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, work, work. On my pay. Hard work, every day. Get up at a 2:45. Early on and earn my pay. Oh, hard work, work. Go to work, hard work, work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, on my pay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And earn my pay. Hard work, work. Woo! Hard work, work. Let's go to work. Woo! That's what they say. Hard work. Woo! Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Do it right. Oh yeah. Hard work, work. I'm ready to run. Oh! Hard work. I'm earning my pay. Hard work. I do it for play. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Go to work. On the airplane. In the early morning rain. Hard work, work, work. That's what they say. Hard work. I do it for play. Oh yeah. This ain't over yet. Woo! Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Set them on down. Oh yeah. mission is go.
Hard work, that's what you say.
Are we done yet?
I do it for play.
Hard work,
Hard work, I earn my pay.
Hard work. Woo! Woo! Man, this PT's getting rougher by the day. Woo! Okay then, I'm ready to roll. I'm motivated now. Got the blood flowing. I'm ready to roll and ready to rock. And all right then. We got one more day of this? Okay then, I can handle it. Now let's pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. But also let me give a little props out to the guys who work with our local heroes, the Montgomery Sanitation Department, Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire Department. Don't forget those guys over there. Chief whatever his name, last name is. Milford? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's his first name. Forgot what his last name is. It ain't like we hang out. Anyway, Daryl Albert, Police Chief, Derek Cunningham, the Sheriff of the great county of Montgomery, Alabama, and last but not least, certainly least, good morning to the Mayor. That's right, Stephen Lewis Reed. Now, y'all may think I'm sucking up. I'm really not. I'm just being what the good Lord said be, give honor to whom honor is due. Okay, the guy's the head of the city for the time being. Anyway, good morning. And again, this is an Air Force town, so it would be remiss of me not to give some homage to Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, they put the air in airborne. So good morning to you. If y'all could get a 141 out there, just let me see it one more time, I'll be all right. Just park it on the tarmac out there. Let me just come out there and take a look. One shot at it. The C-141, my main bird, and the 130 and the 123 sitting on side of them. I'll be all right. Can somebody out there make that happen? Oh yeah, and a C-5A if you can get it, if you can get one. I'm good. You know, I ought to slap myself in the face because I did forget we do have, and I don't know why I forget those guys because I never hear from them very often. But, you know, I got to say good morning to the Montgomery County Commission also. You know, sorry about that, guys. Y'all don't come up here enough. I forget about you. But good morning to you guys. Commissioner Doug Singleton, Mr. Sankey, Mr. Harris, and the two women out there. Miss, what's her name? Two of them. One just got there. Well, that's a shame. They don't come enough for me to remember their names. Ziegler is one of them, and the really light-skinned one. Oh well, I can't remember her name. That's a shame. That is a shame. I forget the county commission people because you never hear much. I mean, if you don't go down there, you don't really hear much from those guys. Now that either means they're doing a great job or what they do is insignificant. I don't know, you know, but I'm just saying that. I know Doug Singleton because he's always up here when I ask him to come up here. That's true. Sankey's always up here when I ask him to come up here. But Harris never shows up. Let's say those two women. Let's say one is kind of new, so I'm gonna cut her some slack. But you know, give her like 30 more days, and then you know, I'm on it. Let's say who's the other woman? Who's a woman out there? She's been my county commissioner forever. I can't think of her name. Well, anyway, what is her name? She's the light. She's the Rhonda Walker. That's right. Rhonda Walker. See there, Rhonda. You need to come out more often and talk to the people. I forgot your name. Yes, and my memory is impeccable. So if I forget you, you really don't make it out. Anyway, so again, I forget about my county commissioners sometimes. Yeah, I don't mean to do that. Hey, I knock out 10 extra push-ups for y'all today, okay? Because I don't want to be, disrespectful. The good Lord said, give honor to whom honor is due. And however y'all got there. So, hey, listen, we got to give them some respect out there, the county commission. Yeah, although, again, either the county commission is doing such a stupendous job that we don't need to talk about them, or their jobs are so insignificant it doesn't matter. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with the stupendous job that they're doing. Okay, because when they mess up, we're certainly gonna talk about it. Okay, and I forgot what Harris even looked like. I know he's tall. Okay, I know he's tall, but I ain't said I don't really know it. Has he ever been on the air with me? Yeah, okay. I mean, people don't know it's a rite of passage. You have to come on the air with Elkins. You got to do it. Mr. Ziegler, y'all got to do it. I mean, you just think I am the mayor of the airways, and I am the let's see, that's in the city. I am also the honorary commissioner of the county. Okay, so you can call me mayor or commissioner, whichever one you want to do. That's fine. I'm the honorary commissioner of the county. So I'm just saying, y'all might want to pay some homage here, bearing gifts or something, come, because, election's coming up now. Election's coming up, right? I have much influence around here, right? And all I ask y'all to do is come up here and have a conversation with the people every once in a while. Y'all don't do it. And I don't know why they don't do that. Okay? I don't know why they don't do that. Really. I mean, you come out here, on election day, I can't even find enough room to put everybody on the air. And now, months out, they really don't even come. I'm just, I think it's intellectually disingenuous to act like you care about us and don't really ever speak to us. Okay. I mean, the mayor's been on a few times, so I'm gonna cut him some slack too. I got to get him on about this situation though. I heard he was on the sports radio show the other day. I mean, that's where you get the easy questions. Who won the game last night? What you think about that LeBron and all that stuff. I'm with you. I got you. It's kind of easy to go with that. But over here is where we get down here where the dogs can get on it. I'm just saying. So Mayor, you might want to, make a trip over here. I saw the mayor's. Well, I'll tell you about that all later on. So I didn't get a chance to look at the explanation in live, but I did look at it last night on the recast, on the recast, whatever you want to call it. And listen, I'll just say it's interesting what's going on right now in city government. Okay, now I'll be back in a couple of minutes. It's 6:36 in the morning. We'll be back hopefully, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But first, lessons of life and the word of the day. Okay, so I'm just saying, y'all just hang loose. I got a feeling that I got a feeling that we are going to have a lot of things to talk about today. Also, yeah, I'm feeling it in my mind here. All right, I know it's early in the morning, but I cannot be the only person up early this morning. There's got to be more people up. But don't be calling me right there, because I got things to do. All right then, hang loose. We'll be back.
First Alert Weather Forecast. News Radio 1440.
By AC by Nicole, used by the photos, with 20 years of comfort. The base was delivered since 1984. The second for repeating the economy. Visit AC by Required.com for a list of services and offers at AC by Required.com.
Cloud circle today will give way to a warm and windy Wednesday. Temperatures will top out to the 80s with some clouds, tonight with lows in the 60s. Remaining warm on Thursday with isolated rain chances, highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s, 70s for highs Friday through the weekend. Lows will remain on either side of 60 degrees. Rain chances stay at the limits of the slope and weekend with an even some rain chances. And that's your first alert forecast. I tell you, SFA
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Suspensions happen in sports all the time, but there's never been a suspension like this. Valorant Game Changers, an esports league where only females and underrepresented genders compete, just faced their largest controversy surrounding Alex dyslexic football. Alex, who identifies as he/him, had a former teammate convince the officials that Alex identified as non-binary so he could compete. The result of this was an 8-year suspension for Alex, with his punishment for fairness. The latest esports and gaming news.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack. So they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of business. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can eliminate your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, it's a ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can find ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the
Hey,
smartest.
this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problems and lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband who lost weight. More important, cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend went and she lost 20 pounds in the first 2 months. So does Mark Patrick hypnosis work? Oh yeah, it works. Nothing has changed my life more. Well, except maybe my husband. He's so proud of me. It makes me cry. Well, fine. That's fascinating. What are you waiting for? Tell Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight and stop smoking. Guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right. Weight loss seminar Sunday, February 26th at the Hilton Garden Inn, 1 East in Montgomery at 11 a.m. Registration from 3 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Registration 1:30 p.m. Sign up at Mark Patrick seminar.
You don't have to pay more for equipment. At SunSouth, we strive to provide the best customer service along with the best equipment. And right now, you can own quality John Deere equipment in SunSouth with 0% interest for 60 months. That's right, 0% interest for 60 months in top models, including John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. If equipment can meet your needs, visit SunSouth. Equipment for those that do.
Trustworthy, consistent, reliable, the best at what they do. This is what customers are saying about Jana King, the king of King. From office buildings to schools, healthcare facilities, and stadiums, our local franchise owners still have the same quality cleanup every day. Looking for 35 years of experience to recruit. Go to JanaKingCleans.com now. That's JanaKingCleans.com. Opportunities also available at JanaKingCleans.com.
I'm telling you, it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
He did. Good morning. I just found out some few minutes ago that Shaquille O'Neal actually turned down an opportunity to get himself involved with Starbucks coffee. He said when he was coming up, there was nobody drinking coffee in his house. He said the only thing they drank in their house was tea and hot chocolate. My mother used to drink coffee. It was Folgers. I mean, she drank coffee. Well, guess what? Magic Johnson got a hold of that one. Anyway, move right along. All right then. Word of the day. Good morning. Word of the day means to be timid, meek, or unassertive as a person. Again, the word of the day means to be timid, meek, or an unassertive person. In other words, you're wuss. Okay, I mean you just wuss. You don't have no gravitas. You have no motivation. You like a I don't know, like a bat hanging upside down, just waiting for the daylight to leave. You're kind of useless. Okay, and this particular definition, the word, I never really heard the word until the millennials showed up. My son, until they showed up. You know. Anyway, the word is milqueetoast, and it is pronounced milquetoast, which means you are a timid, meek, unassertive person. And if you ever see that on a counseling sheet for you, you might just go ahead and get your stuff and go ahead and leave. But you won't be there long. Okay? We don't need timid, meek, or unassertive people in our business. So that means it's like being at the table, don't bring nothing but a fork so you can eat. Come on, man. The milk toast. So you don't ever want anybody to call you a milk toast. Matter of fact, if somebody calls you that, those almost like fight words. Not really. But you should give them a strange look. If nothing else. You don't give them a strange look or nothing. Okay. Anyway, what else is going on? But the word is milk toast. Milk toast. Okay. Yeah, that'll do, my friend. That will do. That will do. That will do. Okay. Now, the word of the day. The word of the day is a statement, not the word of the day. The lessons of life today is something that if you haven't dealt with it, you will. And I put this out here every once in a while to keep reminding people that there are things that cost you in life. There are things that cost you, some dearly. There are things that cost you in life. Even when you know you're right, there are things that cost you in life. And you just have to be willing to accept the cost. There's just some, but in the long run, it is better to be right, okay, than wrong. And today's lesson of life is this, okay? Okay. Right then. Now, there are times when standing means standing alone. But if you know in your heart, in your soul, to the very being of you that you are right, do not stand down. But you must remember, it will cost you something. You must be prepared to pay the price. But at the end of the day, you must stand for what you think is right. One more time. There will be times, and that hasn't happened yet, it will be. If you're a person of substance, at some point it is going to happen to you. Okay? Again, if you know that this has happened to me, if you know that you are right, never stand down. Remember, it will cost you something. You must be prepared to pay the price. And it will. It cost me promotion in the Army. Okay, it cost me. But you know what? I don't feel any worse for it today. 20-something years later, almost 30 years later, I'm here and, life goes on. But, you sometimes just remember, you can be right and still lose. But as long as you know in your heart that you're right about something, stick with it. And make sure you're right, but not just paying the price when you're not right. I'm just saying, but you know you're right, hang in there. It is February the 22nd. It is the 53rd day of this year. On this day in 1997, scientists in Scotland announced they had succeeded in cloning an adult mammal, producing a lamb named Dolly. Where Dolly died of some diseases because you're not supposed to do that. 1630, English colonists in the Massachusetts Bay Colony first sample popcorn brought to them by Native Americans named Quattaquinna for their Thanksgiving celebration. 1732, the first president of the United States, George Washington, was born in Westmoreland County in Virginia colony. In 1862, Jefferson Davis, already the provisional president of the Confederacy, was inaugurated for a six-year term following an election in November 1861. 1909, Great White Fleet, a naval task force sent around the world buoyed by President Theodore Roosevelt, returned after more than a year at sea. I think I do water laws by then. 1935, it became illegal for airplanes to fly over the White House. 1959, the inaugural Daytona 500 was held, although Johnny Beauchamp was initially declared the winner. The victor was later awarded to Lee Petty. 1965, former Supreme Court Justice Felix Frankfurter, 82, died in Washington, D.C. 1967, more than 25,000 U.S. and South Vietnamese troops launched Operation Junction City, aimed at smashing the Viet Cong stronghold near the Cambodian border. Although the communists were driven out, they later returned. When you run people out, because they run for them. 1974, Pakistan officially recognized Bangladesh, formerly East Pakistan. 1980, a miracle on ice took place at Lake Placid, New York, as the United States Olympic hockey team upset the Soviets. Yeah, we got you. We got you. 4-3. The U.S. team went on to win gold medal. Yeah. What about drag off? Hey, you know drag off. Rocky? Yeah, you know drag off. Yeah, right. Yeah, we don't do that. It's not fair to be used. But even Rocky came back. Rocky came back and whooped the snot out of drag off. So no matter how many muscles you got, no matter how tall you are, we got a Rocky. I'm just saying. You know, Rocky beat drag off, the Russian. 1984. David Venner, a 12-year-old Texas boy who spent most of his life in a plastic bubble because he had no immunity to disease, died 15 days after being removed from the bubble for bone marrow transplant. 1987, pop artist Andy Warhol died in New York City at the age of 58. And it was 14 years ago, Slumdog Millionaire won Best Picture. I never saw the picture, but must be good. Got an award. 7 other Academy Awards. Late Heath Ledger won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for The Dark Knight. Love that movie. A gas explosion in a coal mine in northern China killed more than 70 miners. And it was 9 years ago, retired Pope Benedict the XVI. I don't know what that stands for. 10. I know the X is 10. I don't know. Maybe that's about 15. XVI. What is that? What is XVI? I know that's not a station. No, that's the station in Montgomery, but WXVI. I don't know. That's 14. I don't know. Is that 16? Hey, maybe that is 16. Hey, that's it. It's 16. All right, XVI. Okay. Joined Pope Francis at St. Peter's Basilica, creating the cardinal who would elect their successor in an unprecedented blending of papacies, past, present, and future. And Ukraine's former Prime Minister, Yulia, most of you trying to kill this guy's last name, left prison after her arch-foe, President Viktor Yanukovych, or close to it, decamped to the country's east, vowing to remain in power. So, those are some. 5 years ago, defining his supporters in the National Rifle Association, President Donald Trump said the nation should keep assault rifles out of the hands of anyone under 21 years old. I agree with that, but how are you going to keep it out of his hand if you don't know he got it? Okay, I'm just saying. Authorities announced that the armed officer who was on duty in Parkland, Florida, where a shooting killed 17 people, never went into the building to engage a gunman. You go in there, and they got a 1847 or whatever. Did you go in there? Okay. I keep telling you people, Police don't have an obligation to protect you, according to the Supreme Court. They just don't. They have an obligation to protect property, not you. Okay? So what day is it today? Well, it is Ash Wednesday. Observed 46 days before Easter. Ash Wednesday is considered to be the beginning of Lent in Christianity. It is National Margarita Day. I don't know what that means. Never tasted the margarita, but I know it's got ice in it and stuff like that. I have to take that on yet. But one of these days I probably will. It's National Walking the Dog Day. We'll look at a day like this every day. Okay, again, area back. I got to run for. I'm going to run for the city council for one reason. To put a law that says if we catch you walking your ugly mutt in town, okay, without a bag and a pooper scooper, you will be fined $50. Okay, I mean the temerity, the unmitigated gall of you bringing your ugly dog to my yard and let him hike his leg up and drop his business, and you just walk off and leave it. Yeah, those are almost fighting things. You want to know what the height of? Let me think of this for a second. You take in the house. Look out the window. Sun's bright. You're doing really good. Everything's cool. And all of a sudden, your neighbor comes by walking his little ugly dog, and he looks right in the window. And the dog raises his leg and drops his load. Okay, I'm telling you. At that point, you go up there and tase the dog and the owner. I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm going to run for city council because we need an ordinance. If you walk your ugly dog, you need to carry a pooper scooper and a plastic bag. I got to tase it. Oh yeah, I got that. You get another ugly dog out there raising his leg in the yard. Yes. He gonna wish he was neutered. And if the owner of the dog gets smart, I'm gonna hit her too. I'm him. Most of the women are walking dogs. Walk your dog in your own yard. Let your dog crap in your own yard. And I don't know why the city council had to come up with something. I've been talking about this for years. Okay. I'm moving. This one I'm subject to be on my list. Okay. Let me move on. It is 22 day today. Okay, you just can't find a better deal on February 22nd to indulge in this cherished pastime. 222 day. Okay, never mind. I don't know what that means. Here's one that we all can use a little bit of today. It is Humble Day. Let us practice humility and try to better ourselves to be on the Humble Day. I know some of you guys will find it hard to do that, but I'm just saying you might want to try for one day. Cook a sweet potato day. Tickle your taste buds with a gastronomical experiences by relishing in this delicious vegetable. So a sweet potato is a vegetable? I don't have to feel guilty anymore about eating it. Okay, that's good. I didn't know vegetables. Ed, Day of Fraternity and Cohesion. Let's celebrate the spirit of democracy and the triumph of the public will, I guess. European Day for Victims of Crime. We need to share that day over here too. Okay. Now, it is also Inconvenience Yourself Today Day. Okay. Get ready to make life a little easier for other people. Okay. That's what I'm saying. All right. I'm just saying. So inconvenience yourself today. Today, don't be selfish. And it's National California Day. And you should be thankful that they still got California, and them people over there are still there. Okay, they don't all want to come to Alabama. I think we have a big old fight. Pink Shirt Day in Canada. I don't mind wearing a pink shirt. I'm a manhood. I can't have no pink shirt. And Disease Awareness Day. That's the day it is too. Okay? Play More Cards Day. Okay, so get your spades out today and play pinochle, whatever it is that y'all do those cards. And yeah. Recreational Sports and Fitness Day today, okay? And Scouts Founders Day. Okay, so those are some of the days that it is. Oh, anything else on there? Oh, Supermarket Employee Day. So if you go to the store today, give the supermarket employee a tip. Give him $1. I mean, that's $1 more than you have when you walk in there. I'm just saying. Help a brother out. And it's, remember Woolworth, the store? Well, it is a Woolworth store. And here, last but not least, it is World Thinking Day. So today, spend a little time in thought, just be thinking about some things. It don't really have to make sense, at that moment, but think about something that it's World Thinking Day. And as Jimmy G said, you should think, you should cry, and you should laugh. Okay, I'm just saying, you might want to think about that. Anyway, we'll be back. It is 6:58 in the morning, right here on News Radio 1440. I like that thinking day thing. I like something that I could do today.
News update on News Radio 1440. This is News Radio 1440. This media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Staples.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Massive winter storm is stretching out across the country. People in 29 states are under weather alerts, including Minnesota. And Paul Mayor Melvin Carter.
We expect it to have major impacts across the Twin Cities on every aspect of life, every aspect of the city operation for the rest of this week.
Meteorologist Craig Allen with our affiliate, WCBS.
This is a coast-to-coast and border-to-border type system. Only the southeast states will escape the wrath of this storm system. They will be experiencing very warm temperatures and some strong winds, but most of the thunderstorm activity is staying away from the Gulf Coast and the extreme southeastern states.
We're hearing from the forewoman of the special grand jury that investigated former President Trump and his allies' alleged efforts to switch up Georgia's 2020 election results. CBS's Robert Johnson with her public comments about recommendations on indictment.
Not shortly, Emily Coors interviews come usually before the district attorney has announced how to proceed. It also follows a judge's partial release of a report last week on the special grand jury's findings, which states that jurors believe one or more witnesses might have lied during testimony.
President Biden is meeting with Eastern NATO leaders on the third and final day of an overseas trip marking the one-year anniversary of the war in Ukraine. And U.S. officials confirmed Russia did launch a ballistic missile test to coincide with Mr. Biden's visit to Kyiv on Monday. They say it failed. John Kirby is the National Security Council.
We continue to monitor Mr. Putin's nuclear posture as best we can. We've been doing that since he invaded a year ago.
A deadly Israeli raid in the occupied West Bank today. Palestinian officials say at least 9 people have been killed, 97 wounded in a road bombing attempt in Nablus. Israel's military confirms an operation's underway, but gives no details. Worker protests are growing. CBS's Wendy Gillette.
Strikes like this one at Texas Star Telegram newspaper employees spiked 50% last year, and the number of employees involved increased 60% compared to 2021.
That's according to a new labor action tracker report from Cornell University. The increased labor action came amid inflation and a tightening market.
Virginia's first Black Congresswoman is headed to Washington. Jennifer McClellan was chosen in a special election to replace fellow Democrat Donald McKeechee, who died after the November election. Dow futures up 74. This is CBS News.
Staples stores are a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore more at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Eric was way behind on his taxes. Owing a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just really not know what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the cars would stop, the drugs would stop. It was easy like
1, 2, 3. Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $16,000. My day is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
You have a tax problem, you need to call the tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460, 800-343-6460, 800-343-6460.
Lego is embracing inclusivity. Lego relaunched its Friends line to represent more kids with diverse complexions and complexities. The new sets feature characters with disorders like anxiety, some with missing limb, even Down syndrome. The company says it hopes to better reflect real kids' life experiences through play, and experts are praising the move, saying kids who struggle are likely to open up more and express themselves if they can see themselves. Lego Friends are available now, but a companion TV series on YouTube premieres next month. After this, CBS News. Now, Smith is taking a cue from a social media post about is your reputation. If you will get an answer live from your intuition, Smith has posted his own TikTok alongside another explaining what you can learn from inanimate objects. The actor hosts his Academy Award and asked this question about last year's Oscar slap. Jennifer Rodriguez. See
Upside have triple real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BEST for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up. You can
He's the voice of the conservative movement. Tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. With Pandemic.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. I'm feeling pretty good. 7:09 in the morning. Robert Charles used to tell me all the time that, if you're on the radio, you got to get the time. People are listening to radio for the time. I know I'm unique in that aspect. I don't mind giving the time. So, almost 7:10. Just after the hour, 7 o'clock. So if you're going to be here by 7:30, you got 20 minutes on which to arrive. How time flies. Okay, then. Now, and yesterday we were full of festivities in the city. The mayor, kind of. Now, here's, and I like Charles Lee. I really do. I think he's done a magnificent job in what he does. But I would. I mean, if I'm at the hearing, I would ask one thing from Charles. If Charles was the one who released this tape or whatever it is, I would ask the one question: why did you hold on to it for 3 years? If 3 years are gone, why would you hold on to it, Charles? Please give me 860-1440. Text me and I'll give you the VIP line, and I'll give you, listen, I'll give you a shot at. Quite a lot of people listen to us here, so text me a little bit here, and I'll give you your shot at telling your side. Because the question would be, why did you hold on to it? If it was not for nefarious reasons, then why hold on to it? Why not just dump it in the trash a long time ago? I've been knowing about this thing for a long time. Not for a long time. But I didn't think it was going to be used in the way I had no idea it was going to be used in the way it was the other day with all these newspapers, 18, 19, Montgomery advertising channels. I mean, again, why did you hold on to it for 3 years? And that's my question. If you were not planning on using it for some nefarious reason, and that's the question. I think that's a fair question, because I got a bunch of tape for myself and stuff like that. I don't hold on for 3 years. I get rid of it. I'm just saying it is a question. And somebody was great. I mean, is that fair? Is that a fair question to ask? And I'm in the court. Is that a fair question to ask? Why hold on to it for 3 years? If it was not for some reason that was not, good. I just asked the question. And listen, I'm not taking anything away from that, what that young man has done in this city with those kids. He's did a good job with. This just happened to be one of a hiccup, along the way, and we all will have hiccups along the way. So but doesn't take away from what his contribution is to the city of Montgomery and a bunch of kids that are better off because they know him. So that's not. But the whole tape thing, I keep it for 3 years. Anyway, 860-1440. I listened to the mayor's explanation. It sounded reasonable to me. He did say one thing that kind of made me think, that makes sense. He said, why do you only hear one side of the conversation? And I think that's a reasonable question to ask also. So what we got in this tape was not necessarily content. Which I hadn't probably would have heard anyway. Everybody needs to get tested out for once in a while. Wasn't it me? 860-1440, the number. Let's see if it says. Good morning, who's this? Hello? Oh, okay. Good morning. Yes.
He calls himself a diabolical scientist, a mad scientist, a devil, an evil person. That's what he calls himself. Nobody edited his voice. Now, the question y'all should ask, or should have been asked yesterday, because he said, I knew this tape existed. So why didn't he bring it to the public attention that someone was trying to extort money from him because he's delusional? He's crazy, and don't nobody want to say that.
Why would somebody keep yeah, it makes sense. It's 3 years old. I've been knowing about it. I've been knowing it. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Mm. Well, you have your opinion, and I, and that's fine. Well, now let me ask you something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, mm. Mm. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Yeah. But but well, let me ask you a question. Do you actually have access to the unedited tape? Because he did say no, that's because I'd play it on the air if I had it. Yeah, I would. Wait a minute. Wait, hold. No, I try to be a sense of reason. I don't work for the city. I don't work for, wait a minute, I don't work for the state. I ain't bought by nobody. Well, ain't nobody gave me no change. Ain't nobody gave me no, and trust me, no. I ain't got no only perks I listen, only perks I get is getting be able to go to the VA. That's it. I paid for that one. So yes. Mm-hmm. And this is a lot of politics. Hmm. Right. But let me ask you something. Now, let me wait, a minute, wait. Let me ask you a question here now. When we get down to the gutter in our complaints, don't you take something away from the complaint by handkerchief head and all those names? I mean, don't you kind of invalidate? No, because you guys also forgot what I said. I said philosophically, I'm more in tune with the philosophy of conservatives. Yeah, so y'all never say them. Well, again, wait a minute. I'm still philosophically different than most black folks I know. I think that's hyperbole. Listen, I think. Wait a minute. I think people say things sometimes to be hyperbole, and they're not serious about it. But you take it seriously. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait, but let me ask something. What did he do? What did he do to disrespect black people? What did he say to disrespect the black folks? Mm-hmm. May I? May I ask you? Yeah. And you blame women, and you blame. Wait a minute. The one thing about it, but Karen, let me say something. One thing about it, I think the mayor's been absolutely not tough enough with some of these hooligans and crooks out here. I think he ain't been tough enough. Well, that's your opinion. You don't like the guy, right? Did you think he meant it? I mean, do you think he meant it? Come on. Really? Okay. Okay. I got you. Listen, I got to take a break. I got to go take a break, but we appreciate your call. Obviously, like you guys got issues with the mayor, personal issues, and I ain't at it. Okay.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
By Dell Technologies.
Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery, so far, so good. North Union at East Jefferson is there outside of you can do that area another time. Incredible values are at Premier Place. Now, you can see the drive in the thing. It's all at Premier Place and Fresh Air, but it's great. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is a good place. Chico Auto Code. Chico Auto Code is not guaranteed.
Listen to News Radio 1440 at work. 1440 at home through your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440.
Here's the commercial for the most popular stock looking seminar. It's only $49.98. It's good work for me. You're on the trees and chemicals. It's smoke. I wouldn't have flavor and driving. No, it will, because I'm living free. Very bad.
Join Mark Luther seminars and stop smoking now without craving, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. $49.99 guaranteed. Hypnosis designed to work without anxiety, irritability, or weight gain. For only $49.99, become a non-smoker. That's right. Seminar Sunday, February 26th at the Hilton Garden Inn, Montgomery, East of Montgomery. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m. Sign up at MarkLutherSeminars.com. With closing, handing over key. But we get in the retail, we're here for something. Agents who are realtors volunteer at minimum 3 times in our community. We're looking to our access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing. Realtors working for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
I switched to Boost Mobile, got 3 Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phones. One of the best part was great. The fact that it's not love it. That's the thing. It's only risky. It's only one area. And retail power to save the fee. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 phone when you switch. Boost Mobile, unleash your power. And again, at the time, new customers are available on select networks. How do you not available? Technically, you can just look at the this is Phil Cordell, the law firm Cordell & Cordell. And the prospect of divorce becomes a reality. If you a partner you can count on, if you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years. For matters in Tennessee, visit Cordell.com. In Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. Or representation is legal services. The is greater than the legal services performed by the
Getting your fixed paid maximum rate by this increase it down. Legal. The taxpayer simply free
Sean Hannity, Sundays at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Alrighty then. Good morning, everybody. Hope that they find you well. It is 7:27 in the morning on this Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday morning. Ash Wednesday, as a matter of fact. It's the beginning of Lent, I think. So it's supposed to sacrifice something. So they need to do something, sacrifice something. Some of you guys have sacrificed a little common sense. But that's okay. That's all right. We all got to give up something. 860-1440 is the number. Let's see who was on here next. And that's, good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. No, I do not. Oh, I didn't hear. No, I didn't hear the original tape. I just heard about the tape 3 years ago. I just didn't. I heard some of it. Somebody had a little bit of it, but I didn't. I just find it repulsive when we try to use something 3 years old. Uh, I just, to me, that's just, if you don't like him, man, go talk to him. Talk to him. Don't put it on TV and radio. Yeah, yeah. So, right. Although I will admit to you, I don't know what this whole political issue's got to do with him doing this job with kids. I mean, I don't think that's in no way, what we say, uh, I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with it. This is a political issue, and that, you know, right, right. And I think the mayor said, right, I think he said something else today too. He said, well, why is it that the only voice you hear on that tape was his? So and I think that's a great question. Right. So yeah, right. Tape, right, and I'll edit the cussing words out and let them say what they got to say. I mean, again, though, I think a lot of people dislike the mayor or whoever person in power is overwhelms their common sense sometimes. Again, I don't like the fact that people do this in a secret way. You don't like the mayor, tell him you don't like him and go talk to him. You know, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Karen's one of the few people. Karen's one of the few people that like that outside me. So I'm good. Appreciate it. Let me see here. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, I think so. I don't care nothing about white collar crime. White collar crime don't come in my. I don't care. They don't come in my house, steal my TV. I don't know because I've never had it. I've never had it. I hear, I hear, brother. I don't care nothing about white collar crime. That's what the DA would do, not me. I, I, and I worry. Listen, I hear you, and if you can find that out, yeah. Well, listen. Well, well again, you wait a minute. You don't think you're the only person ever been screwed by the law, do you? Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna wait, wait, wait. I'm gonna tell you this one more time. If you are an engineer, which means that you're smart, you can't figure out how to get you're an engineer. You can't figure out how to get your stuff in front of that. You can't figure that out. Okay. So figure out a way. Maybe so, but you're the engineer. Engineers fix problems. Fix the problem. Stop lying. Woo. Fine. Fix the problem. You're an engineer. Fix it. That's what engineers do. They fix problems. Okay. Good morning on there. Yes, I'm doing fine. All right, there, Mr. Ed. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, I'm doing fine there, sir. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Well, again, now he said he didn't go in and ask for money. Now, according to Mr. Lee, said he didn't ask for money. Listen, I think the only people who know exactly what happened here is the mayor and the other guy. Yeah. Well, again, we talking about something that was said 3 years ago. Well, we had a new mayor in, getting pulled from this point to this point, this point to this point. We're talking about a guy who was trying to figure out where the bathroom was, okay, at City Hall, okay, trying to figure out the nuances of the job. Again, I don't think he's the same guy today that he was when he took office. Okay, because I have certainly got some disagreements with him from a political standpoint, but what I hear coming out of people in Montgomery right now, it's personal. Okay, it's not a philosophical difference. It is a personal vendetta, is what I hear coming out of people in Montgomery right now, especially black folks. I just hear, I don't hear, I mean, make a reasonable argument. Again, I listened to the tape that they put on there. Listen, the guy told the truth. He told the truth. We don't like the truth. Okay, we don't. I think Mr. Lee is an outstanding guy. I do. But we're engaging ourselves into a private argument here that is coming to the public venue. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't even know who was in the room when the tape happened. But it was 3 years ago. As far as I'm concerned, it is irrelevant. It's a no starter. It is a no brainer. 3 years ago, come on, come on. And if it was that important, then why didn't it come out then? Seriously, if they thought it was so detrimental to the Montgomery community, why didn't somebody bring it out then? I'm sorry. You hold something for 3 years and you bring it out and you bring it out on election year, I'm sorry, I can only reach one conclusion. It is used to turn the tides of an election. Again, if you were that concerned 3 years ago, why hadn't somebody given it to me? I'll play it. Why hadn't you given it to Channel 12 by then? If you thought it was so bad, Lord, then why you wait 3 years? Let me ask you something. If somebody told you that you had cancer, would you tell them you're going to wait 3 years in order to get treatment? Of course not. I mean, come on. If your tire was flat on your car going down the freeway, would you just sit there for 3 years and then decide to fix the flat? Of course not. Okay. So I don't care about your personal vindictive stuff. I don't. Tell me that he's incompetent, that he can't do the job. I tell you lose credibility with me on the 3-year hiatus. On the 3-year wait, no matter what you say, if you hold it for 3 years, okay, I'm sorry, I don't have very much trust in this whole process. You hold something for 3 years. If you thought it was that big a deal, you would have taken the WSFA, brought it to me, brought it to other people. I mean, evidently you didn't think it was that big a deal. People didn't think it was that big a deal. Now it's a big deal because now we're going into an election, and there are people right now thinking they can win things, and then so now we're going to try to hurt the mayor as much as you can. Okay, so philosophically, I'm not with the mayor on a lot of this crap he puts out, but I'm not. Mine's not personal. You guys are dripping with vindictiveness and dislike. I mean, I see it. I hear it coming out of your mouth. Come on now. I'm sorry. 3 years. I'm sorry. You have no credibility. I apologize. But 3 years ago was 3 years ago. You think I want somebody to beat me upside the head? You think I want somebody to beat me upside the head? Something I may have said 3 years ago? Come on, man. Anyway, so there are people in this city who don't like to read. For whatever reason you guys have, I don't know. But you just don't like the guy. And not liking somebody does not make them an evil person. You guys can have that right not to like people. I don't like some of his decisions, but I don't dislike him personally. And I'm not working for the city. I ain't got no job. I don't have a job for the city, so I'm not doing any of that stuff. My job's not in jeopardy, not because they know who's in City Hall. Maybe in jeopardy who's in this room, but not in City Hall. So let's take a break, and we'll come back after this last break. Get some of your calls, your comments after this. But so far, I'm sorry, it all sounds personal to me. We'll be back.
Weather forecast. News Radio 1440.
Also, so neighborhood to a warm and windy Wednesday. Temperatures will top out into the 80s and clouds. Tonight will be low to the 60s. Remaining warm on Thursday with isolated rain rising in the region low to the 50s. 70s for Friday through the weekend. Low to the 160 degrees. Thursday, so that we're limited to start the weekend. We're looking at increasing rain by the time we start next week. And that's your first story forecast. At WSFA, you know, this weather, News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
We got the perfect start training record. That's why we get the people visit the bank. 65, 45, 85. That's a lot. It's the law. Research shows radio field or to the near opposite connect to the mountain.
This is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years. For the matters in Tennessee, visit Cordell.com. Martin Luther King Boulevard, 1000 Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like settling up and chasing down. Look at that sweet moolah! That big old cash. File for free with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
From America. We would like to thank you, everyone in Elmore County.
Water, 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 water.
Thank you. Here. Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep. Thank you again for Wolf Boys Betting.
He's slow, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
All right, then. We're back. We're live in person. I'm imagine be here for an hour or so. 7:47 in the morning. Let's go back to the phone and see who is there. So who's the longest person right here. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah. Well, first of all, I have to understand the total responsibility of the Twin City Commission, and I assume it's to keep the city clean, trying to keep the city clean. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't looked up anything yet because it didn't happen last night. Now that, no, that's not good. Here's my sources. They thought I had the oh, you know, it's a thing. Well, I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know it was coming till recently. No. Then if I plant my street, then everybody can say, "Well, you taking it back?" No. We want the whole city to look good. That's that's right. That's right. We are getting a few potholes on Federal Drive. Yeah, but I'll get to that later. I'll get to that once I'm formally, raise the right hand and all that stuff. Don't we got to do that? Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. No. I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Absolutely, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Then. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. I did want to try it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What is it? I think they're trying to apply political pressure to get people to do. Well, that I don't. I wasn't in the room. I wasn't in the room. Yeah. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know the nuances of it all. But I, well, again, I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't there. Yeah. But first of all, why? Well, now I didn't hear him say. Wait a minute now. I didn't hear him say anything bad about white people. Now you know you can't use that. No. But that's a. But that I didn't. Well, I didn't hear it. No. I gotta cut you loose now. You can't use that kind of language, brother. You can't. Not let me hear it anyway. Good morning. Who's this? Pretty good. Yeah. And why we put up with that crap? Why we put up with that? It's crazy to me. What he did 40 years ago is irrelevant. So, but we right. And therein lies the problem with America right now and the wokeness. So now we're going back in people's lives where they may have said something one time ago, a long time ago. Now we're beating them across the head with it. Well, it's all right until they come after you. Okay, okay, and you have a right to. Mhm. All right. I mean, listen, you guys have a right to your opinion. Again, he's a big boy. It comes with the job. Like this job. I've been called phony and fake for 30 something years on the radio. And so, I don't let it bother me. Just don't mess with my kids and we good. I don't care what them folks say. I don't think Steve cares that much either. Again, it's personal with you folks. It's got nothing to do with is he running the city well? And can we be honest? Can I just us? Can we be honest? Can we be honest? If we want to turn Montgomery into Chocolate City with an attitude, people are moving out of this city now. So if you believe that trying to run white people out of Montgomery is going to somehow help Montgomery, then you have got the sense of a Rosewood raid on it. Okay? So again, the man did not say anything. Okay? The man did not say anything that was not true. Okay? Now, we don't like him cussing people out. Really? Really? So we sit here and listen to comedy shows every night, going down the street, MF this and M and B this and H that and F this and F that, and our music in our cars. But if the mayor happens to use a couple of place words, oh, we shouldn't talk like that. We talk like that every day. Every day we talk like that. Okay, so y'all, we call that hypocrisy. Okay, we pay. Wait. We pay to have people come in our house on our TV to cuss us out and use the most profane, derogatory language that they can use. Okay, and we act like, and that's on both sides of the Montgomery. That's on the white side and the black side. We pay to hear some of the most raunchiest conversations that they put. Listen, can we stop with the hypocrisy? Good morning, who's this? Fine. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that now. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we don't like. We don't like the way he said it. We didn't lie. Yeah. Not false. Hey, I gotta go. My time's at the top of our time. We gotta go. But we got one more hour to continue this conversation. And the extortion thing came after the meeting, not during the meeting, when they take this and people are gonna use that against them. That's extortion.
News Radio
along the drive. The long pause on federal student loan payments is set to end later this year. But it's earlier soon start making payments. Start now, back up in August. This news at the Wednesday morning.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Staples.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. 29 states are now under winter weather alerts as a massive storm sweeps the country. In the center of it all, parts of Minnesota will be bracing for the possibility of more than 2 feet of snow. Correspondent Christina Ruffini is in Minneapolis.
The Twin Cities are no strangers to snow, but this storm could drop nearly 2 feet, the most since 2010's Dome Buster, when 17 inches accumulated so fast it collapsed the inflatable roof of the Metrodome.
Parts of 6 states are expecting blizzard conditions. The contrast stark in another part of the country.
As a massive winter storm causes misery from the Rockies to northern New England, people in the south and up and down the East Coast will bask in record February warmth.
I'm loving it, and I go back to Buffalo area, after a little town called Akron, and we're still going to have snow when I get back there off and on, so I'm loving it.
Many places here in the south and on the East Coast will see their warm February temperatures on record the next couple of days. Jim Crusoe with CBS News, Columbus, Georgia.
In Moscow, Russians chanting Putin at a sports stadium where Vladimir Putin held the fight for, quote, historic frontiers. The patriotic concert came as President Biden arrived for new talks in Poland. Ed O'Keefe is in Warsaw.
The president is set to meet with leaders of the Eastern European countries known as the Bucharest Nine. They make up NATO's eastern flank and are the ones most vulnerable to a potential attack by Russia.
Today, Mr. Biden said Putin made, quote, a mistake, suspending participation in the last remaining U.S.-Russia nuclear arms control treaty. A deadly Israeli raid in the occupied West Bank. Palestinian officials say 10 people were killed, 102 wounded in a rare daytime attack in Nablus. They report a building blown apart, shops riddled with bullets. Here in the U.S., a mega church has gotten the boot from the mother church. CBS's Wendy Gillette.
Saddleback Church in Southern California has a female pastor. That was enough for the Southern Baptist Convention's executive committee to oust the congregation, as well as 4 others over the same issue. The nation's largest Protestant denomination opposes women as pastors.
An update on dwindling amounts of a popular diabetes drug. The Wall Street Journal reports patients are having an increasingly difficult time finding Ozempic, thanks to the growing number of people using the home prescription shots to lose weight. Doctors say it's making it even harder for diabetics to keep their blood sugar levels in check. This is CBS News.
Staples stores are a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore more at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of pay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
An ancient music rivalry solved? For the last significant collaboration between the 2 great British superbands, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, you have to go back to 1967 when Rolling Stone Brian Jones played saxophone on the Beatles' spoof single "You Know My Name." And Paul McCartney and John Lennon sang backup on the Stones' song "We Love You." McCartney once jokingly dismissed the Stones as a blues cover band. Well, Showbiz website Variety reported Ringo and Paul have already recorded their parts for a forthcoming Stones project. Details not yet available. CBS News, London. The controversy involving J.K. Rowling's remarks about trans people isn't hurting sales of the new Harry Potter video game. Hogwarts Legacy topped sales charts after its debut earlier this month. Release, the distribution platform says it had more than 879,000 players playing it once. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS. I don't know why you this is that's how we boost your accountability.
feeling that the world has been held together with duct tape. Every single thing to me is in this drum, the fake news, distracted from the reality we're all about to face. Between the government trying to think their way out of debt, military conflict, the disintegration of our most trusted institutions, looming food shortage, preparedness is no longer a choice, it's a necessity. You can trust My Patriot Supply. Our emergency food kits don't have to 15 minutes to deliver 2,000 calories per day. But at least one kit for each person in your family. Look for us, the alternative to government food lines. Time is running out. Become ungovernable. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com and save on dozens of different emergency food kits while you can. These kits are in stock, shipped fast, and arrive in unmarked boxes for your privacy. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com to build the next crisis steps. MyPatriotSupply.com.
From the hat trick and enjoy a family atmosphere. With the Melissa Bell stores, you can always find a team during the sporting events. Hat trick has live music, and even a car show. Eastern breakfast every Saturday starting at 7 a.m. Good win.
Midwest is essence. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is.
Don't miss Sean Hannity, Biden incoherently appears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And good morning, everybody. Doing a little Barry Manilow to calm things down. You know, I think this whole thing with the mayor is about context. It is about context. There have been many times on this microphone I've said I'm the smartest guy in Montgomery. Now we all know. Unfortunately, I'm not the smartest guy in Montgomery. So, but in my hyperbolous manner, feeling full of myself on any given day, you may hear me say those words again. I think when, as a politician, you get in office, you're doing something that's never been done in the history of this city, and that was to put a black man at the head of the chief executive officer of the city of Montgomery. Now, he's an educated man, smart guy. However, that doesn't stop people from being full of themselves sometimes. Okay, we talking about a guy who just got in office. Okay, it's context. Okay, now, and again, we all have said things, and again, this was a private conversation. If anybody out there is willing to say that they never said something that they didn't want everybody else to hear, then I will call you a liar. Okay, if you're a grown person, even in high school, we say things about people that we don't want them to hear, but we just get it off our chest. It isn't until some fool goes around and tell them that you said it, that all of a sudden we bring about conflict. Okay, so I'm about context. I don't kiss nobody's butt or anything, but I do look at things. Is it reasonable? Is it plausible? Or is it possible? Okay, that's what I look at. And you got to put things in context. Many times I've said I'm the smartest guy in Montgomery. Oh no, that my checking account says I'm not. So, hyperbole. Hyperbole. Does anybody understand what the word means? It means a sense of exaggeration. We all have done it. Okay. And I realize that some of you guys forgot about that. Okay. And I'm not kissing anybody's butt. But it seems, I gotta put on that all the time too. What kissing? Your booty liquor. Okay, whatever you want to say. It doesn't bother me. Bother some of you guys, don't bother me. But I guess I'm the only person in this conversation in this city that has any significant notoriety that's pretty reasonable. I'm not taking it personal. Good morning. Yes. Mm. Right. Right. No, no. Yeah, I'm not either. But I'm a reasonable person. I just right. I mean, yeah, he said that. I appreciate that. I mean, man told the truth. Let me give you the definition of the word hyperbole. Okay, obviously, a lot of you folks out there missed this one in class in school. Hyperbole, 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 a figure of speech in which exaggeration is used to emphasize or effect, as in I could sleep a year, or this book weighs a ton. In rhetoric, an obvious exaggeration, okay, extravagant statement or assertion not intended to be understood or realized literally. Okay, that is hyperbole. So obviously, you guys are not familiar with that word. There was a lot of hyperbole in that tape. Okay, And in a private conversation, hyperbole is used often. Okay? So, I'm not kissing anybody's booty. But again, obviously, some of you guys missed that part in the English. Like, hyperbole is a way of communication, not necessarily meant to be taken seriously. Okay? Come on, who's this? Doing fine. I don't think we give him right, but I don't think we give him a pass. He said what he said. That's it. Right. But it's hyperbole. Okay. I hear you. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. I got to give. Yeah, go ahead. See, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, it's hyperbole, brother. It's hyperbole. Obviously, there's a lot more smarter people than me because I drive me and JB, we barely got a car. I see people in this city with Bentley, so evidently I ain't that smart. Yeah. Yeah.
For our mayor to reach out to our president and ask him for guidance and advice in this crisis situation.
Okay. What is it? Yeah, I think we call that extortion. Yes, yes, yes. And again, yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, and once it starts someplace else, it hits you all this wokeness. This is the part of the wokeness. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Listen, I can tell you, it feels good to be free. Yes. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't. Yeah. Uh, mhm. I appreciate it. Yeah. It feels good to be free in America. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah. Make- And that they did. Make sure they did with mine. Mhm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. That's what they're trying to do. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. We brought him back. We brought him back. Okay. I don't think Joe Biden controls much of anything. You think so? But why would he be? Why would the president be concerned? Yeah. Right, but why would the president be concerned who the DA or the district attorney is in Ukraine? Hmm. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Got to take a break. It is 8:21 in the morning, right here on News Radio 1440. We'll come back. The word of the day is hyperbole. Look it up. See what it means. And you'll understand a lot of the conversations in politics. We'll be back.
Celebrating 40 years of comfort. They've proudly serviced the river region since 1983. Contact them for your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Visit acbylukeWire.com for a list of services and offers today. That's acbylukeWire.com. License number 84417.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking pretty good. Nothing's been reported recently that would send you on an alternate route. Taking a look at your traffic flow maps, no big backups. That's all good. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. From a simple patient transport to life and death situations, Haynes Ambulance is there for you both on the ground and in the air. Haynes Ambulance, ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
When it comes to tires, bald ain't so beautiful. It's time for a tire makeover at Chico's Auto Pros. Better price, better experience, guaranteed. 239-9510.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
And this is where we now find ourselves, is that the United States is giving good money after bad, and with no intention, a best case scenario is they fight to a tie. And this is the problem with conflicts historically that the United States gets involved in. If the United States is going to commit militarily to any conflict, whether it be a conflict to protect our own sovereignty or the sovereignty of another nation, and you're not going to commit the resources that would be necessary to win, then we really have no business getting involved in the beginning, because there's no end in sight here.
The conservative underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
You can get windows worthy of a presidential suite without inflating your budget. Now you can transform any room with new window treatments from our friends at Blinds.com. Now shop huge discounts on blinds and shades and shutters and so much more. Plus you can rest easy with their 100% satisfaction guarantee. So shop Blinds.com President's Day sale right now for up to 45% off everything plus door busters. Save up to 45% off site-wide now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Yeah, of course, you do realize if I had it, it already been paid.
Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services
It won't be taken care of today.
the quality of legal services performed
Won't be
by
happening today, can't do it.
Getting your
Well, call me-
guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like.
Okay, well, give me a call, about an hour and a half when I'm free.
That big old cash cow.
Okay. And that number would be?
File for free with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
The new year's in motion, but are you? Is pain keeping you from living the life you love? The Good Feet Store's arch supports are designed to improve performance and alleviate, even eliminate, your foot, knee, hip, or back pain. And backed by popular demand, the Good Feet Store is giving away
That's
a
it.
free pair of premium shoes with your qualified purchase. That's $140 value. Stop into your local Good Feet store today. Try before you buy. You've got nothing to lose.
That's
Find your
it.
local store at goodfeet.com.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problem with foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband. He lost weight. More important, cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend went, and she lost 20 pounds in the first 2 months. So does Mark Patrick hypnosis work? Oh yeah, it works. Nothing has changed my life more. Well, except maybe my husband. He's so proud of me. Makes me cry.
Oh my, that's touching. What are you waiting for? Join Mark Patrick's seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Sunday, February 26th at the Hilton Garden Inn, Montgomery East in Montgomery at 11 a.m. Registration 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Registration 1:30 p.m. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com.
How far will the left go to win 2024? Will they send out more stimulus checks, pass more student loan bailouts, or give away trillions more to left-wing groups? The simple truth is they don't care if your retirement is eroded down to a fraction of its value. They just want to win. Hi, Stephen K. Bennett. I want to encourage you to diversify your 401k or IRA out of paper assets and into a physical gold IRA. And the only company I recommend for gold IRAs is conservative-owned Birch Gold Group. To learn more, text the word SAFEGUARD to 989898 to get their free info kit on gold IRAs. Do this now before Democrats have a chance to legislate away your life savings. Get your free info kit on gold IRAs by texting EDGE to the number 989898. There's nothing to buy and no obligation at all. So use your agency. Take action now. Text the word EDGE to the number 989898.
Did you know that colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in America and that it affects men and women equally? If you are 45 or older, Rum Shaker encourages you to talk to your doctor about screening options that are available. Colon cancer is preventable, treatable, and beatable, but early detection is the key. For more information, please visit us at www.rumshakerinc.org. That's rumshakerinc.org.
Telling it like it really is. That's the fact, Jack. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And we are back. Good morning, everybody. Well, today's lesson is hypocrisy. I'll tell you the definition of that word. Get a little bit evidently, we have forgotten about hyperbole, so maybe we've forgotten about hypocrisy also. 860-1414, nothing here. Let me see, who's this? Good morning, who's this? Yes. Yeah. What time was that? Okay. So you went, well, no, okay. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and that's yours. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, okay. All right then. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Again, well, then I think that's. Well, I can't. Now, to be fair, Black Lives Matter, and I didn't understand this when they first came out because I thought they were hypocritical also. But their whole thing was when police are involved with black folks. Well, and then the Black Lives, well, women Black Lives Matter don't care about that. Now the Memphis thing, yeah. Mm, yeah. Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning on there. Good morning. Doing pretty good. Mm-hmm. Well, no. Wait a minute. I just got to ask the question: is what the man said true or false? We got a problem with truth in America now. Dude. We got a problem. If this city wants to claim to be Chocolate City, but what? Yeah. Okay. Listen. Three, 3 years ago, the 3 year thing. Right. Well, I'm sorry, and we've all said things. But let me ask you something. Haven't you? Oh, so the mayor makes it different. No, that's called hypocrisy. That's called hypocrisy, my friend. That's called. It's called, but so right. In other words, so let me get this right. The only time you need character is when you're in political office. So the only time you need character is when you're in public office. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, now let me ask you something. Should the president or the mayor, anybody, if they speed down the road, should they be stopped by the police? No. This is important. Important question. Just answer that question. If the mayor is speeding down the road, should he be stopped by the police? Okay, because he should be treated like he's a regular citizen, like all of us are. Absolutely, and so he has a right to say things sometimes that we may not like. Exactly. Says who? We say something about it every day, brother. Wait a minute. We say things every day about white folks. So you're a hypocrite. So you are a hypocrite, and a hypocrite does not have credibility. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. Oh, but that's everybody. That's the words. All right, Richard, let me take another call because I'm running out of time. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, good morning. Mm-hmm. Well, they're supposed to. They're supposed to, but the only people dangerous to black folks right now are the black folks. I hear you. But how come? So why doesn't it seem okay? Yeah. 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 Well, and it's gonna be another, and it's gonna be another story about this in about 10 days also. Okay. All right. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Now you know I don't have two. You know I don't do the two call thing. Wait a minute. They've been doing that for years. I, and wait a minute. And wait a minute. And you just said it. And you yeah. Yeah, but if I let you call back, I love you. But if I let you call back, everybody's going to be calling back, and I had enough. I can only have this one time today. Good morning. Yeah, yeah, all the time. Oh, so I allowed her to do it. I don't. I do not have a. I do not have a. Okay, but this woke crap didn't. We wait a minute. We play it every day in our cars. Right. Well, now we do it. Now we do have a constitution say you have the right to freedom of speech. But again, I'm all that. Yeah, I'm not all about the way. But this is the same problem though. Right. Right, but we got the same. Okay, and here's the problem we have with the mayor right now because we don't like the way he said it. Exactly, but that's the problem we have. Yeah. Nope. Well, now wait a minute, now Karen uses some few choice words too. I mean, come on, hypocrisy is showing its big place today. Yeah. Because he can't stand hypocrisy either. You cannot say you are believing one thing. Well, he just calls it the way he sees it. Right. Right. Well, and I totally agree. But that was a private thing, and they oh yeah. Well, something like that. Yeah. I don't have a I don't have one. In radio you get one of these things you can dump people, and I just don't have. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But what happens when we dial the temperature and we racially charge them? Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I always take your calls. I always admire what you say. I don't necessarily totally disagree with you, but woo, sometimes. Anyway, we'll be back right after this message. It is 8:42 in the morning. Uh, y'all just hang on there for a second there. We'll come back and I think we're having a conversation, at least somewhat. Just for those folks who don't understand what hypocrisy means, hypocrisy is a pretense of having a virtuous character, moral or religious belief or principles that one does not really possess or show. So it's do as I say and not what I do. Be back. Uno momento. Okay?
On News Radio 1440.
100% certain about your taxes. Jackson affects your returns for life. Switch today and get 50% off tax prep. 50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonville.com/returns.
Mild starts over today with a way to a warm and windy Wednesday. Temperatures in the 80s, mostly clouds, higher lows in the 60s. Remaining warm on Thursday with isolated rain chances. Typically ranging lows in the 60s. 70s for Friday and the weekend. Lows will remain on either side of 60 degrees. Rain chances sustain for limited to start the weekend, but we're looking at increase in rain chances in the early part of this week. And that's your official forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Rick Edgar on News Radio 1440.
Watch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Involving motorcycles. The people in this area, 65, 85 interstate. This will be done up to the right-hand side, 60 yards. You go down there, one block. So please be careful, go through that area for the next few minutes. Reinhardt East Coast, the percent has 40 cameras and 20 rollers and stuff. More good credit and no money down for all the heat. Reinhardt East Coast, the percent on the East Boulevard. That's a lot that's come up. Every skyway, this is good for the life.
Are you looking to enhance the beauty of your home with new shades, blinds, shutters, or custom draperies? If so, just wants you to experience the very best we have to offer by visiting the showroom in Crawford, where you always receive personal attention from our professional designers over the team. Also, you'll be presented with a full range of miniature options, and you will experience coaching with ease and comfort of no-cost modeling options. This blinds is located at 1522 Southern Drive in Crawford.
When your business information is listed or inconsistent hospital numbers, search engines will customers helping your customers to you and boost your Cumulus Boost.com, CUMULUS Boost.com.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Sunday, February 26th.
This is Jeff Reichert, Captain. Talking about cake and like the food that it's with us. Didn't you know that Fox Luxury? Okay, let's do it every Fox Lux commercial. I'm with you. Fox purchases are more popular than ever because it's individually featured. You know the difference between a Fox salad, sandwiches, chicken strips.
Yep, we've still got the tailgaters, junior tailgaters, chicken salad croissant. You can call us and we will deliver or bring it out to
It's only one because you heard it. You were not supposed to. It was private. And I'm sure you, like I, have said things in the privacy of our own environment that we did not want to public. Am I right? Am I wrong? Oh. I live in Greece.
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And good morning, everybody. Well, at least we are having a discourse on something. We are getting a classic example this morning of hypocrisy as well as hyperbole. And so you guys, if you ever hear these words again, then you'll understand exactly what it is. Hypocrisy is when you say things that you stand for, but you have no proof that you actually stand for it. As a matter of fact, the proof you present is exactly the opposite of what you say. Hyperbole is when we say things with a sense of exaggeration to make a point. So, I'm just saying. So today, we have learned hyperbole and hypocrisy. They are closely related. They just don't live in the same house. Who's this? Yeah. Yeah, one way or the other. One way or the other. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they've been saying for 30 years since I've been here, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope so anyway. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, yes. Yeah. Hey, appreciate it. 860-1440 is the number here. Good morning. Thanks for holding. Yes. Well, there should have been no children. Should have been no children. Should have been no children in there. Well, hey, you know. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. So the children at home listening, right? Okay. So what about the rap music we play? We come out of our cars, we play that. The TV shows are on TV, HBO, and all that stuff. What about all that stuff? I ain't talking about you. Uh, 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 okay, okay. I'm good with you. I'm good. Okay, I gotta go to another break because I'm running out of time, but I hear you. I think I hear you. Good morning on there. Good morning. Yeah, yeah. There was grown people here. Y'all can't take it. Y'all can't take a little disagreement. What racial? She does the same thing. No. She does no. She does the same thing to people. Y'all talk about the mayor like he's a stepchild. Wait a minute, Karen does the same thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But wait a minute, you say you defended? Yeah, yes. Because that lady, wait a minute, because that lady talked about the man like he was wrong. Come on, y'all. That's what we call hypocrisy. You're whining about what that person does, but when you do the same thing. Hey, I'm sorry. I just don't. Hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And oh yeah, one more thing. Okay, just in case you guys forget, I am black. Okay, been black for 60 something years. I'm good. Okay, it ain't what they call you, it's what you answer to. Bye.
40. News Radio 1440 is WLWM and 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Cumulus Media Station.
The device's powered something will help flush out animal food. And the device will help you breathe better. But what do other people do? Like here. Oh, my doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a Medipod. The device uses something.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast.
Small start to our day will give way to a warm and windy Wednesday. Temperatures will top out into the 80s with some sun and clouds. Tonight we'll see lows in the 60s. Remaining warm on Thursday with isolated rain chances. Highs will be in the 80s, lows in the 60s. 70s for highs Friday through the weekend. Lows will remain on either side of 60 degrees. Rain chances stay limited to start the weekend, but we're looking at an increase in rain chances by the time we start next week. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Judger on News Radio 1440.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.